Do you want to know everything, HD? What do I lather myself? That's a personal question. What do I lather myself? Next, you'll ask me to basically videotape my bathing sort of rituals. God almighty, that'll scare people. Anyway, I'll have to do, oh yeah, sort of anal cleansing as well. Does that include as well? That will definitely scare them. I actually get a soap which is dairy based, so it's a soap that doesn't have any of these sort of nasty chemicals and stuff like that. It's made with goat's milk. So it's a goat's milk based. I do have one that I tried with. I've tried one with tallow, a couple of others. Sometimes you get the goat's milk one when they have it in stock. This is at a local business down here, which is sort of naturopathic sort of. It's called Gauls. It's in Liverpool Street. They actually also sell this. Traditional soaps used to have ash in them, and ash is really good for the pH of your body, of your skin. Milk also is similar pH to your skin pH. Most people don't know that. That's where basically Cleopatra got that beautiful skinny skin milk. She used to use milk to bathe in milk. Cleopatra. Yes. So pretty much, yeah. So it has similar pH, and so it has beneficial properties in that regard. So that's what I use, something which is closer to skin pH and doesn't have any chemicals, and also has some ash in it. So it actually has some benefits and stuff like that. But sometimes when I can't find that, I get another soap which is also goat milk based. It's another company, slightly cheaper. It just doesn't have the ash, but it doesn't have any nasty stuff in there either compared to some other things. So that's the sort of stuff that I use pretty much. Now, you're in the US or in Europe, HD. I can't remember where you're at exactly. Yeah, you're not in Australia. I don't think you're in Australia. So I know it comes from Ethiopia. So I think, yeah. So basically, they actually over there they do have a camel's milk one from camel's milk that they make, and camel's fat as well. So that's a pretty good. That's if you can get it from there. So that's the sort of stuff. It's really hard for me to recommend stuff because I buy a lot of things locally, like my beef bacon. It's down to the farmer's market today with Hello Kitty, bought some beef bacon. So so I buy a lot of local stuff, and it's it's not necessarily available in supermarkets or places like that. Basically, you need to do a bit of research in your own sort of place, in your own environment, what you can access online, and look for certain things that are going to be quality stuff. So some people sort of have actually asked me, "Oh, how can I get this or that?" Or like my nice and stuff, and I go, well, it's only in Australia, sorry, but there's one place that actually sells it online, but you have to contact and find if they'll send it to Mexico. So I've had a few people from Mexico that basically were interested, so in that regard, or one person in particular, and the other person, I'm not sure whether he was from Mexico or not. South America somewhere, can't remember, not Brazil. But yes, so yeah. So you got to look around and look at the ingredients and stuff like that, and make sure that there's less crappy stuff. Sometimes going to alternative places, they tend to make better products. So so if a store that specializes in naturopathic products and stuff like that, you'll probably find goat derived salt, soaps with ash in it, or maybe not ash, depending on which brand it is. And that will be a much better one for your skin pH. Because that's the other thing. We sort of forget that, the pH of our skin is being assaulted by many things in our environment. It's not like our body inside the internal parts, all that pH is tightly regulated, because otherwise you'd die. So the pH of your blood, your different organs in different parts of your body. But when it comes to the skin pH, it's not as, it's more exposed to all sorts of things, and it can be affected. And when you have the right pH, you will have the right beneficial bacteria growing on your skin, and you'll avoid some of these, like streptococcus and many other things that are very nasty stuff out there that can actually cause a lot of health problems, pathology. That's what actually, when people get sepsis, they get a cut. They get one of these streps, and all that, and that's where all this sepsis comes from. So if you actually have a better pH of your skin, what you're going to do is you're going to lower the threshold of these nasty bacteria, which means you're going to make yourself less you're going to lower your vulnerability to these sort of things to happen. So yeah, I think it's important how you treat your skin in that regard. So yeah, but it's very hard sometimes. I know in some parts of the world it's really hard to find some of these products. In some others it's just a struggle. So yeah, I wish that iHerb had more of these products online. I may have to check again on iHerb to see whether they do have, and I may even contact them actually, because I know a lot of you guys now use iHerb, and I'll say, look, I usually recommend and a lot of my subscribers come to yours. Can you consider some of these products? My subscribers would love to purchase them, and maybe they'll put them on there for you guys. And then, so, maybe they won't. They'll just tell me to take a hike. I don't know, but if you don't try, in that regard. And so at least, because sometimes it's very hard to get certain products in certain parts of the world. And it's, and sometimes they can be very important.